Alright, so this is the computer portion of the tutorial video. What you want to do is hop on there and go to atncorp.com. I'm sure all of you are familiar with this web page. Once you get there, click on firmware right here at the top right. Scroll on down to this section. Click on this right here, ATN Factory Restore Firmware 7. Alright, you'll get there. Download for Windows 10. This is not Macintosh compatible. You have to use a Windows-based computer. I'm not going to download it because I already got it on my computer. Take a moment and get that downloaded. Now, once it's downloaded, you want to go to that link that I have listed in the description. And this is going to be your ELF file. Give it a second to come up. Alright. Once it comes up, on the right hand side there, you see that down arrow? You're going to go ahead and do direct download. Click on that. You don't have to worry about this. Alright, so the very important thing is you don't attempt to open this on your computer. That may corrupt the file. The easiest thing to do that I've found is to drag it and drop it onto your desktop. Bam, just like that. There it is. Good to go. Alright, now you have your firmware program downloaded and installed at this point. You have your ELF file on the computer, on your desktop. You want to right click on the ATN firmware updater program, select run as administrator. And this is very important. If you don't do this, the computer may not be able to recognize the scope or find it at all. My scope is connected to the computer right now as we speak with the USB-C cord provided by ATN. The scope is off, and I have my SD card out. So, click run as administrator. The dialog box pops up. You click yes. It's going to open up for you. Alright, now when you initially open this program, it's going to look like this. There's going to be 5 steps. Up here in the top right, you want to click on update, expert mode, and type in Obsidian, all lowercase letters, O-B-S-I-D-I-A-N. Push enter. O-B-S-I-D-I-A-N. Enter. Alright, now you gain another step. So, first thing you want to do is hit File. Now, it already has the file in there for me because I've done this in the past. But you can click Find and find the file on your desktop, select it, and it'll go into that box. Now, my scope is already connected to the updater. So basically, you just got to tap the power button and the down button. The down button is the button opposite of the power button closest to your eyepiece. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to power mine off. There we go. So I'm going to push the power button and the down button at the same time. Update highlights in blue. Okay, at this point, you want to go ahead and hit update. It's going to run through its process. It's going to take a couple minutes. A couple questions or complaints that people have is when they put it in update mode, you know, nothing shows up on the scope itself, which is perfectly normal. Basically, it's allowing the software to be installed onto the scope. So the scope is in update mode. There's nothing showing on the screen inside the scope. That's perfectly normal. That's okay. All right. At this point, you should be close to done, or it should be done. There will be a little dialog box that pops up down here. It says to power off the scope. So all you got to do is hold it down for 15 seconds. You'll hear it click. The update box here will turn gray again, and the computer may make a tone. At this point, after it does all that, you want to power the scope back up. You want to look through the scope and verify that your reticle is there, your widgets are there, and you have video. At this point, you want to go ahead and power it off. Now, when you hit the power button, the little dialog box come up, but your arrows, your left and right buttons may not work. So you can just hold down your power button until it powers off. It'll take 15 to 20 seconds. Now, at this point, you want to hit Web, then select your scope, Excite 4K, put it back in update mode by pushing the power button and the down button, then hit Update. Let it run through that process. If you want, you can go ahead and pause this video while it's doing that. Once it's complete, you power it back off by holding the power button for approximately 15 seconds. You power the scope back up, you'll notice that everything's there, everything's working. Go to your menu, go to your little wrench icon, select that, and go into your little settings menu. Scroll all the way to the right to where it says settings. Scroll down to factory reset. Hit that, let it do its thing. Let it reboot. Then once you get it back up and running, go back to your little wrench settings, then device type. It may say standard or non or something like that. Select it and put it in your proper scope. Like on mine, it's an Excite 4K 3x14. And underneath that, it'll have it zoom. And select your proper zoom on that. And at that point, you should be good to go. A couple other things to keep in mind is your SD card. Seems like most people are having the best luck with the 16 or even 32 gigabyte cards. You want to make sure that they're SDHC, not XC. If there's any BIN files or update files on your SD card, go ahead and remove them. Pretty much you want to use your SD card to save videos, pictures, and zero profiles. And on top of zero profiles, you also just want to keep a running tab of what they are, your X and Y coordinates. So I have a notepad on my phone which has all the zero profiles, the X and Y coordinates listed for me. So if I have an issue, I know I can go to that and get everything zero back in and be good to go. You can save your zero profiles to your SD card. If you use any type of ballistic apps, usually there's a notepad associated with them that you can save your X and Y coordinates. If you have any more problems, my email is in the description. You can reach me there. I'm glad to help anybody out. Good luck to you, and hopefully you get one. Y'all take care. Hey guys, I made a little mistake. When we're selecting the zoom, you have standard or extended. I recommend choosing standard. Just wanted to clarify that. I apologize for any misunderstandings. Thank you.